When faith collides with reality, trusting God in uncertain times. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, knowing you can't see the other side. All you have is a voice saying, "Jump, and I'll catch you." That's faith. But what happens when reality screams louder than that voice? In uncertain times, when everything seems chaotic, how do we trust in a God we cannot see? Today, we're diving into this essential question and unlocking the power of faith to overcome every obstacle, even when reality seems overwhelming. We live in a time where uncertainty is the norm. Job insecurity, health crises, broken relationships, and global instability have left many feeling lost. Yet the Bible offers a solution, a roadmap that shows us how to trust God when we can't trace Him. Today we're going to journey through the stories of biblical heroes whose faith not only defied logic, but also transformed their realities. Let's turn to Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1, where the Bible defines faith as the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. This scripture will be our foundation as we explore the dynamics of faith in uncertain times. 1. The foundation of faith, trusting in the unseen. Faith is not blind optimism. It's the confidence that God's promises are more real than our present reality. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1-3. By faith we understand that the universe was formed at God's command, so that what is seen was not made out of what was visible. God created the world out of nothing, and this same creative power is at work in our lives today. When faced with challenges, we're called to remember that the same God who spoke the universe into existence is speaking into our situation. Faith believes that God is working behind the scenes, even when we cannot see the outcome. Think of a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. To the naked eye, it's just a chunk of stone, but to the artist, it's a masterpiece in progress. Faith is the ability to see the masterpiece God is creating in the midst of our mess. 2. Faith over fear. When logic fails, faith prevails. The opposite of faith is not doubt, it's fear. Fear paralyzes, but faith empowers. Matthew chapter 14, verse 25-31. Peter walking on water is a prime example of faith overcoming fear. As long as his focus was on Jesus, Peter defied logic. But when he gave in to fear, he began to sink. In uncertain times, it's easy to focus on the storm. The waves of doubt, fear, and confusion can seem overwhelming. But faith keeps our eyes on Jesus, not on the chaos around us. Imagine driving through dense fog. Your headlights barely pierce through, but you keep moving forward because you trust the road ahead. Similarly, faith is driving through the fog of life, knowing that God has already paved the way, even when we can't see it. 3. Faith stands on God's promises, holding on even when it's hard. Faith isn't just believing in God's existence. It's believing in His promises, no matter how dire the circumstances. Romans chapter 4, verse 18-21. Abraham, against all hope, believed God's promise of a son, even though he was old and Sarah was barren. His faith didn't weaken, despite the impossibility of the situation. Sometimes God's promises seem delayed. Abraham waited 25 years for Isaac, but faith isn't swayed by time or circumstance. It holds on because God cannot lie. His word is unbreakable. Think of a seed planted in the ground. It takes time before we see any sign of life. But under the surface, God is working. Faith understands that even when we don't see immediate results, God is moving behind the scenes. 4. Faith in action. Faith without works is dead. Faith isn't passive, it's active. It steps out even when the path isn't clear. James chapter 2, verse 17. Faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. The Israelites had to step into the Jordan River before God parted the waters. Faith often requires us to take the first step, even when we don't know the outcome. It's like jumping off that cliff, trusting that God will catch us. Have you ever been rock climbing? There are moments when you can't see the next foothold, but you have to trust the guide's instructions. That's faith in action, moving forward even when the way isn't clear, because we trust the one who's leading. 5. Faith brings victory, overcoming life's giants. Faith isn't just for survival, it's for victory. It enables us to conquer the giants in our lives. 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 45-50. David didn't face Goliath with fear. He came in the name of the Lord, knowing that his faith in God would bring victory. Our giants may look different: financial struggles, health issues, relationship problems. But the principle is the same. When we face our giants with faith, trusting in God's strength, victory is inevitable. David didn't rely on Saul's armor because he knew it wouldn't work. He relied on what God had already equipped him with. Faith uses the tools God has given us, no matter how small they seem, to bring about great victories. Faith is the key that unlocks the impossible. In uncertain times, it becomes our anchor, holding us steady in the storm. We don't know what tomorrow holds, but we know who holds tomorrow. Just as the heroes of faith in Hebrews chapter 11 triumphed through their trust in God, so can we. Remember, faith doesn't mean we won't face challenges. It means we trust God through them. As we continue to walk by faith, we'll see God do the impossible in our lives. So when faith collides with reality, choose faith and watch God transform your reality. Let this sermon be a reminder that faith is not just believing, but living in expectation of God's promises. If this message blessed you, share it, like it, and subscribe for more powerful teachings. Stay strong, stay blessed, and keep walking by faith.